everyone, how's it going? I'm super excited to share with you a really interesting case about a 4-year-old patient who came in with an ingrown toenail on their big toe of the right foot. Today, I'm going to walk you through every step of the procedure I performed, explaining exactly what I'm doing and why taking care of your feet with attention to detail makes all the difference. Ready to dive into this process together? Let's get started and learn more about podiatry and nail health. Before we jump in, I want to know, where are you watching this video from? Drop it in the comments. It could be anywhere in the US, Brazil, Portugal, or any corner of the world. I read every single comment with so much love, and even though there are a lot, I reply to them little by little. I absolutely adore connecting with you all, hearing what you think, answering your questions, and even getting suggestions for future videos. So don't forget to leave a comment. It could be a question, a story about your feet, or even just a quick hi. As a podiatrist, my biggest priority is making sure my patient feels comfortable and pain-free throughout the procedure. An ingrown toenail on the big toe can be really uncomfortable, especially for a teenager who's always on the move, whether they're running, playing sports, or just walking around all day. That's why I explain every step to the patient, making sure they understand what I'm doing and why it's so important to follow through with the treatment. My goal isn't just to relieve the pain now, but to prevent the problem from coming back in the future. Seeing the relief on my patient's face when their toenail starts to improve is what makes me love my job so much. For all of you watching, I want to emphasize that I treat every case with a ton of care and dedication. I know how important healthy feet are for living comfortably and confidently. If you're dealing with something similar, like an ingrown toenail, or have questions about foot care, leave them in the comments and I'll guide you based on my experience as a podiatrist. I'm here to help you keep your feet healthy and happy. Now, let's get into the procedure. The big toe on my patient's right foot had an ingrown toenail, and I noticed right away that there was an anatomical quirk. The first phalanx of the big toe is turned slightly to the right, causing it to press against the second toe when walking. This constant pressure on the side of the big toe makes it easier for the nail to become ingrown, as the skin gets pushed against the nail. In this case, the nail was already showing signs of inflammation, with some clotted blood underneath, and the skin was quite prominent, meaning it was growing over the nail. This is pretty common, especially in teenagers, when anatomical changes can get worse. To start, I applied a local anesthetic to ensure the patient was comfortable. While the anesthetic was kicking in, I took a close look at the nail's curvature, which was quite problematic. In previous treatments, other professionals had only trimmed the sides of the nail, but that didn't address the root issue, which is the improper curvature. My goal here is to correct that curvature, to prevent the nail from continuing to grow into the skin and causing discomfort. With great precision, I trimmed the sides of the nail, being careful not to cut it too short. Cutting too much can make things worse, as the skin at the tip of the big toe tends to creep up even more, creating a vicious cycle of ingrown nails. The prominent skin is a challenge because it grows over the nail, making healing harder and increasing the chances of future ingrown nails. So I used specific techniques to adjust the side of the nail and prepared it for an orthotic device. tudo bem? E aqui? A week later, at the follow-up, the healing was absolutely fantastic. The skin was still a bit prominent, so I decided to apply a metallic orthotic. This orthotic is perfect for cases like this because it lifts the nail, correcting its curvature and preventing the skin from pressing against it. The result was amazing. Right after applying the orthotic, the nail started to lift, and now you can even slide a finger underneath it. To help reposition the skin, I applied kinesio tape to the side, ensuring the nail stays above the skin, which is how it should be to prevent further ingrown nails. The plan now is to keep the metallic orthotic in place for about a month. At the next follow-up, we'll check the nail's progress. I advise the patient to keep the nail trimmed straight from now on, as cutting the sides inward is one of the main causes of ingrown nails. This big toe probably won't need the orthotic again, but we'll keep a close eye on the skin, which is still a bit prominent. I don't want it to creep up too much, as that could cause discomfort as the nail grows naturally. I also recommended wearing more comfortable shoes to reduce pressure on the big toe, which helps prevent new issues. Here are some extra tips that are key to keeping your nails healthy and avoiding issues like ingrown toenails. First and foremost, never cut your nails in a rounded shape, especially on the big toe. This kind of cut makes the nail grow into the skin, increasing the chances of it becoming ingrown. Always cut straight across, and if possible, see a podiatrist for personalized advice. Another important tip is to choose the right footwear. Shoes that are too tight or have a narrow toe box put pressure on your toes, worsening problems like the one my patient had, where their anatomy makes ingrown nails more likely. Go for shoes with enough room for your toes to move freely. Also, keep your feet clean and dry, especially between the toes, to prevent infections. If you notice signs of inflammation, like redness, pain, or swelling, don't try to fix it at home by cutting the nail haphazardly. That can make things worse. Seek a professional for a proper evaluation. Another great tip is to moisturize your feet regularly with a cream designed for that area. This keeps the skin flexible, reducing the chance of it creeping over the nail, like we saw in my patient's case. And finally, pay attention to your walking posture. Sometimes an uneven gait can put extra pressure on certain toes, contributing to issues like ingrown nails. Here's the deal. About 90% of you watching this video aren't following my content regularly yet, and that makes a huge difference. When you like the video, follow my page, or leave a comment, you're telling the platform that my content is valuable and high quality. That helps me keep bringing you new videos every day with tips and procedures to care for your feet. So hit that like button, follow my page, turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos, and share this with friends or family who need foot care tips. Every interaction from you is incredible support for my work. Taking care of your feet is about so much more than just looks. It's about investing in your freedom to move. Your feet support you with every step in every dream you chase, and they deserve all the love in the world. A healthy foot means comfort, confidence, and well-being. So never stop giving your feet the attention they deserve because they're the foundation of everything. A big kiss to all of you, and I'll see you in the next video.